Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my new Minecraft Let's Play series. In this episode, I am going to build a house, get some diamond tools, and an enchanting table. So first, we must start off, as we usually do, by mining a tree. Here is a jungle tree, curious spawn, and the seeds I chose randomly. I just put a few numbers in that were somewhat significant to me, and that's what the seed ended up being. So first, let's craft ourselves a wooden pickaxe, and hopefully we don't end up breaking that wooden pickaxe, because I want to save that for, later on, perhaps. So first, let's try and find somewhere to mine some stone, because I don't want to just dig down. And alright, there's a little cave area. Let's get a few melons first, so that later we can turn them into seeds, so we can start farming melons, so we can be self-sufficient. And there we go, we can get some cobblestone from here. So let's get a fair bit of cobblestone so we can make our tools and a furnace. So we're ready to move on to the next area of improvement and development. Alright, so now we can get ourselves out of the cave, start looking for some resources that could be useful later, craft a axe and another pickaxe, and hopefully we can find somewhere that's semi-decent to live in this world. I kind of want to live on the coast, on a little cliff, and I want a village nearby. So hopefully we can find that nearby. But let's first just get a little bit of wood. Let's just time-lapse me getting some wood. There we go, we've got some wood, so now let's go over this way and see if we can get a bit of sand, hopefully. So let's just start mining this sand over here. And, well, that was unexpected. I didn't expect that to happen, really. Probably should have expected it, though, because there was holes around. Let's just go and, mine a few more blocks, and then collect the sand that's floating to the surface. And now I'll cut to being in the area where we will start our building. So here we are, at the coast with a village, exactly what I wanted. So I don't really know what the style I'm going to build in this series is going to be. Hopefully I'll figure that out at some point, because I'll have to really when let's just finish collecting that little bit of sand there. It must have fallen or something. And let's have a look in the village, see if we can take anything. And for this episode, I don't want to get any villagers set up or anything. I want to save that for a later episode. I just want to enjoy mining and all that stuff for a little bit before setting up villages and all that stuff, but so let's just take these things, let's take a bed and find somewhere to set up camp. I think I want to set up on this hill here because I feel like this looks semi-decent and I could make it look better anyway. I feel like I'm going to take down the layers a little bit because I feel like this is just a little bit too high off the ground for me, for my liking. But as you can see in the thumbnail, I do take it down a bit and do alter the terrain around the area, because I do like messing with terrain and all that stuff. But first let's go and smelt this mutton instead of talking about what's going to happen later in the episode. And now we have to wait to sleep through the night. How is it not night? Oh, it is night now. So now, let's time-lapse, just like mining down a little bit of the hills. I mean, I do want to take down that area over there, but I don't get to it today in this episode. So let's just like time-lapse and flattening out this land a little bit. So off we go. And now we've done a bit of mining of the dirt. We've got nearly 9 stacks of dirt. So let's start laying the foundations for our house. Because I want it to be 3 high at least, then 5 across in between. Then let's put another 3 high. And then I want 3 blocks, and then one that's another few blocks high, and 3. And then we turn and do another 5. And then turn and do another 3, so we get another middle one. And then I want a little bit going off to the side over here, not perfectly middle in the center, but also not like perfectly, I don't know. Yeah, let's do that, and have 2 block gap in the middle even. I can't even speak English, but alright, so now let's make some cobblestone slabs for like a roof. I think that might be too low, but let's see how high it ends up going. I still think it's too low, so I'll probably change it. Let's just go and add a slab there to step up. And let's have a look. No, that's definitely too low. I want it to be like half a slab up. So if I choose to have something on this side, then it's not like you've got to crouch to see it or something. And I put a door there. Let's just use that as a guide assistance thing. And there we go. And I kind of want the main roof to be in a similar angle, maybe. No, steeper angle. Kind of want it to start at a similar angle and then become a steep angle. So it goes from a low angle to a high angle rather quickly. But you'll see what I mean when we end up building the rest of the roof. But first, let's start crafting a few more things down so we can continue with this roof. So let's finish this area of the roof, or this outline for the roof even. And yeah, that's how high it needs to go. Let's increase the height of these pillars. Probably need it higher than that, the roof. But let's just make a staircase here so we can go up easier. And alright, that was a bit of a poor decision trying to parkour. So where do we want the roof to start? I mean, I know where we want to start. What do we want the roof to look like? Do you want another block of the logs going higher? I don't really feel like that. So let's just go and do this. Then that. No, that's too low down, I think. we might have to go for another log. Even though I don't really want to, but oh well. This is what I get for not planning the builds out beforehand. But I still won't change. That still doesn't mean I'm going to plan my builds. Oh my days. Yeah, of course that happens to me. Why don't I just figure out how to work this game? Nope, that doesn't work either. That does the same thing. So I'm going to have to try a bit harder. Nope, still doesn't work. So let's try placing that one down first. And then that one, yeah, there we go. Right, now we can't jump. Let's just finish off doing this half of the outline for the roof. And then we can time-lapse, like, gathering resources for the house and building the house. So we need a few stairs. And we've got some blocks. There we go. So now on top of this one I want a stair. Then we want a reverse stair. Then a block. And then a stair. Then a reverse stair. Then a block and a slab. And then another block, I reckon, but now let's leave that and get some more blocks. So now let's get back to a time lapse of building this thing. So now we've just gone into the village, gotten some resources there, mined some mangrove, because I want mangrove for the walls, mined some clay so we can get some red terracotta, because I feel like mangrove planks and red terracotta go well together. I could probably do some netherrack to go with it as well, but we're not going to the nether today, so we won't be doing that. Let's just go in this cave, see if we can find any resources. So there's some iron and some coal. We need both of them, so good. So let's just get this iron. We can use 3 of it for a bucket, which might not be the most popular choice, but that's what I'm going to go with. And then let's get the coal in a minute, and possibly get the copper. There's not much use for it. Even though there are copper tools, I don't really use them. I used them in a playthrough of the game before, in an old series that I streamed. I was going to make it into videos, but it didn't really go very well. And it was very repetitive. Like, I just kept dying in the world, and I had to go and reconstruct everything, get all my armor and all that gear that I had that was just gone because of the lava and everything. But in this series, I hope not to die as much as I do in others. And this series is going to be the new main one for now, because I'm currently a bit bored of the Skyblock. So the Skyblock series is on hiatus, and the other normal world series is on hiatus still, because I want to save it for doing a bit of stuff with my mates and that. But if you're enjoying this content, this video so far, then please leave a like and subscribe for more of this content, because I'm finally back to making videos after being ill for a while at the end of last year, and then all the holidays and everything. But now I can finally make videos again. So now we can work on more of the roof, probably. And let's just cut to having the house finished for now. As finished as it can be, until I add like floors and the interior. Now let's craft the bucket so we can start work on a farm. And I feel like perhaps finding some potatoes to make a farm. But let's smooth out this area a little bit more, so that I can put a farm on it and not get irritated by how the terrain looks. but I'm going to change the terrain later anyway, so yeah. Let's just get rid of this little bit here, because it's unpleasant for the eye to see, like an eyesore. So yeah, but if you've got any suggestions for what we can do in other episodes in this series, like, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll read all of them, all the comments, because there probably won't be that many. I mean, hopefully there are, but most likely there won't be, so yeah. And I'll probably end up including something related to your comment in the video, or in the next video, or whatever video I'll be working on when this comes out, because sometimes I work on multiple videos at the same time, and multiple videos before I release other videos, but hopefully that's not the case this time. So let's just try and do this and get a decent area ready to plant crops in. And then it goes out 4 blocks this way. Yeah. Alright, so that goes out to there. So I'm going to need a bit more water probably. But let's save that for now and get some crops to plant, some potatoes. We've got 37. Maybe the village might have some more. Hopefully they have some more for me to go and steal and plant over here. If not, oh well. And like I said before, I'll work on a trading hall in a future episode. So we're not working with villagers for now, because I want to take more time to play the game. And here we are again, back in this world. And this clip is from a little bit later in the day. Separate clip to the first one. Let's start work again. And let's this time put some chests down, and so we can store more items. And I kind of want to start a mine. So I think what I'll do when I start the mine is I'll take the area around the ladder, and I'll take the ladder all the way down to bedrock, and hopefully down there we can find some items. But for now, let's not worry about that, and let's just put our items away. So them items can go there, the natural blocks can go there. Where does the sand go? The sand goes in the top one. Yeah. Alright, and oh wait, I've got some melon seeds. And let's put our tools in here as well, like our used tools. I would have loved to have our first stone pickaxe, but that's not the first one. Instead, we've only got one stone tool left from the original set, which is our shovel. Now let's mine out the floor. I think I'm going to use birch planks for the floor, and maybe for the roof, which is also the floor for the room above, I'll use like alternating birch slabs and birch stripped logs to have beams or something like that, and hopefully it'll look decent. But yeah, so now we have to go and get some birch. Also, the village did have more potatoes for us, so we've got 45 birch logs and 36 more potatoes and a composter. And I think for some things, I think we might add farms like underneath the base. So when we start a mine, we can like mine out a few areas where we can store some farms. Let's do the beams going this way. Like, I do like this house. It's one of the first times I've actually enjoyed one of the builds that I've done in a while, aside from some of my creative builds, which I do very often, but I don't post them on this channel. I don't post them at all, really. I used to post them, and then I went and took them down and put them on a separate channel, which has everything privated. But oh well. And let's make some slabs for the roof. Oh, this building is difficult from time to time on bedrock. Or bug rock, as some people like to call it. Well, I don't really call it bug rock, because I actually enjoy playing the game, even if it's got bugs and everything. Because I think it just adds to like the difficulty to a degree. Well, let's first plant these potatoes over here. Hopefully we'll have enough for this area. Right, we've got enough. And let's add another area of farmland. So we want 4 from that, and then 4 from that edge, which will be there. So now let's go and get all the land tilled. And that goes up to there. And I'm going to need another bucket of water. But now let's go and alter the terrain over here a little bit, because I don't want to have to go and put water there. So now we have to go and add blocks to underneath so that it's hidden from view because of the fact you can now see it thanks to the tilled land. Let's just do a little bit of terraforming. I do enjoy a bit of terraforming from now and then, every now and then even. But that should be alright. We don't have any more wood. Do we have any inside the house? That's the next question. Probably not. Let's just go and mine this tree here. Hopefully the axe doesn't break. Oh wait, it does break, so now we have to hit this one with our fist. And let's just go and mine the leaves a little bit, get some saplings, plant some trees. And now we can go up here. So now let's cut to starting our mine. So I did a little bit of work getting some bread and some torches, but now we can start work on the mine. So there's just time lapse going all the way down to bedrock, or if we hit a cave we can go and show that instead of just time lapsing all the way down to bedrock. So we're nearly at bedrock, just a few more blocks to go. We've gone below a cave that we'll explore in a few minutes, but first I kind of want to add the little water at the bottom of the drop chute thing for the mine, and then finish the ladder, and then do a little bit of mining at the bottom of the world, see if we can find some diamonds, because I do want a bit of diamond stuff before the end of the episode. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's where the next torch should go. Oh, that's bedrock. So we can't have the torch there. Let's put the water here. Let's see, can we duplicate the water? Probably not, no. So we'll place it there, and then let's put a ladder in it. Hopefully we have enough ladders to reach the top. If not, we can take away the ladder from the water. Right, we're one short, so we can take the one from the water. Let's just drop down. take that ladder. Oh, we don't have an axe. And now let's go all the way up and finish the ladder. And now let's have a look. Where are we? Let's start mining here, because I remember seeing some diamonds off in this direction. I was looking through the cave before, just over there by the lava. I reckon that's a trial chamber, probably. Just based on how unnatural it looks. It must have like a structure there or something. So I'm going to try build a tunnel like this. But I don't think the tunnel will last very long because it is a lot of blocks. So let's just skip forward to when we reach the diamonds. Oh, I nearly didn't see this one. Lucky thing I did when we were coming back over the bridge that I've been building. Alright, so it's only one. So let's just go and extend the bridge and then go back down to the bottom of the mines to collect more deep slate. Alright, we've got no more deep slate, let's just use this tuff. And now let's just time-lapse getting to the diamond. And finally we've reached the diamonds. So let's just mine a bit around it and hope that we don't have any of them fall into the lava. We should be alright probably. Hopefully this is more than just one diamond. Alright, 2 diamonds. Can we get 3? Yeah, we can get 3. Can it be 4? No, I don't think it can be 4. It's a bit of a shame. Could have done with some more diamonds than that. Let's just go and have a look under the gravel. Alright, nothing there. Let's just see what would happen. Alright, so it wouldn't flow over to me. What a shame. So now we can go back over our precarious bridge and craft like a diamond pickaxe. I probably should have gotten that lapis now that I think about it. But let's go back over our bridge so we can craft a diamond pickaxe and we can come all the way back to go and mine the obsidian so that we can have enough for a portal for when we want to go to the nether and enough for an enchanting table. Hopefully he doesn't see us, that skeleton, because I don't want to deal with him right now. You know, let's block it up for a second. And let's go all the way back up. And here is our first diamond pickaxe. And 2 iron pickaxes for doing the rest of the mining. So now let's just jump straight into the water. Hopefully it's not frozen. It's not frozen, good. It shouldn't freeze. But at this point you never know. So let's just climb the ladder to the point where that opening is, so that we can go through and look for some obsidian. Alright, let's run quickly. Hopefully we don't get shot off by any skeletons, because that'd be really annoying. Because I don't want to die in episode 1. Because I'm trying not to die as much as I usually do in my worlds. Let's just get a bit more deep slate. Just in case. Alright, you know what, let's just go and block that up. I think that should be enough deep slate. Now we can go down, and down, and down, and down. And now we have to go and dig a little bit of a tunnel for us to go further down. So, let's see. That's a bit of a deep cave, so we've got to dig our way down a lot. And that doesn't look promising. We're going to have to drop at some point, which is even worse. Let's hope that we don't have to drop yet. Alright, we don't have to drop now. Not yet. Still not. Probably soon. Still not now. Alright, there we go. Now we can see. Alright, so let's just keep placing blocks beneath us until we can't. We We can do it there. I think we should just drop down in a second. But maybe not. Should we? There's another block to place on. I might just drop down. It's probably worth just dropping down at this point, because we can't take that much damage, can we? And it's not like there's any other areas. Alright. There's a skeleton over there. There's loads of diamonds though. Should I go to the diamonds? I should kill the skeleton just in case he pushes into the lava with an arrow. Because I don't want to die yet, so like I said before. Let's just place a block there. I think we'll get the iron as well. Yeah, why not? Could be useful. So is it 1 diamond or more? Is it only 1 diamond again? What is our luck? Clearly not very good. Let's see, can we block up the lava? Probably not. I reckon it's just going to go round, so let's just go and place some blocks as a bridge to go over it. Right, there we go. And now we can get these diamonds, if there's more than one. And there isn't, of course there isn't. Why would there be more than one? So only like I need more, but oh well. Now should we go back up or should we get the obsidian? I don't even know where we came from, so let's just go get the obsidian. And we can get a bucket of water while we're at it probably. Let's just get an area to go down into. And let's just skip to when we've mined all our obsidian. There we go. Now up we go. Back to the bridge. We're hopefully safe from the mobs. Probably not, but... Alright, there doesn't seem to be any spawning on the bridge yet. It is fairly light to be fair, so... They probably can't, but... You can't always trust that sort of theories. Alright, we're going up. And... We're going to go and craft an enchanting table. We're on day 10. I mean, I am trying to take this a bit slow. So, we won't go like speed run and try and get to the end as fast as I can. I don't really want to like get an elytra right now. I'd rather just like enjoy early Minecraft a bit more without an elytra. Even if that means getting full netherite before going to the end, I'll do that. Because that sounds fun actually now that I think about it. Do I have a book? There's a book. So let's just go and make our enchanting table and just put it down in the corner so that we don't lose it if we die in the mines. Alright, so we've got some resources, but not much. And let's go and plant the sugarcane in a little cutout downstairs. Let's just first have a look around. Alright, now let's go down. And what level should we go down to? Right, let's go there because there's a little bit cut out already. But now I'm going to go and do some off-camera mining. So we're going to go and cut to having done the mining now. It was a decent mining trip. We got enough diamonds for a pair of diamond leggings. But now I want to build the foundations for a tower, which you also probably saw in the thumbnail. Because I want to put my enchanting table inside the tower. So we're going to have the 4 corners out of oak logs probably. Yeah, why not? We'll put oak logs in the corners. Let's just go and flatten a bit of land, clear a bit of land for it to go. And alright, that should be alright. But let's go sleep first, because it is getting a bit late in the day, or in the night evening, or whatever it is. So let's just sleep, and we can start work on the building. because I want to have like a deep slate foundation layer, and then I want to use the colour palette that we've got from our house to finish like the area, kind of. So I want a pillar here. Let's bring it up a little bit. Yeah, that should be alright. A pillar here, so let's just go and mine that block. Hopefully we get to the same level. Alright, let's just increase that level. A pillar here. That's too high. Let's just mine this one. And then a pillar here. And then I want some deep slate bricks connecting them. And then at a level I want to have, so we're going to sit these bricks one layer below the current layer of the logs, and then I want to have a layer of stairs on top for like, so it goes inwards a bit. I don't know why I mined them blocks. I'm going to go place them back in a second to just try and flatten out the land a little bit more inside the area. But so yeah, I want these to go up and then have stairs, and then we go back to the block palette from the house. Let's just add a door here, so we're going to have to flatten more of the terrain, which will be a bit irritating. But now let's time-lapse landscaping and building. So now we're just working on where the ladders are going. I might change these to be some full blocks, because you can't place ladders on the back of stairs apparently. But perhaps I might have to go and move the ladder inwards anyway, because otherwise that's going to go and hit right into the wall for the next level of the tower, because the walls are going to go in line with the logs for the next level. So let's just place that there, go up the ladder a bit, place that there, and soon I'll probably realise that we're a bit too far backwards with the ladder. I wonder how long it'll take me to realise that. Right, yeah, I think I've realised now. I'm trying to deny it, but I'm going to change it anyway. So we're going to break the ladders down, and then we're going to move the block of the roof there, and I'm going to swap it with one of the planks, because I think it'll make the beam look better. Probably could have done with the beam being fully log, but oh well. And I want the stairs for the path to be changed to spruce, but we don't have any spruce right now, so we'll have to do what we can with it right now. But now let's just go and make an axe and smelt some potatoes. No, we can't smelt potatoes, can we? We've not got any fuel yet. Let's just turn this bread into bone meal, because we need it for our sugarcane farm. But the sugarcane farm's downstairs, so let's just leave the bone meal perhaps. Or we'll just keep it with us, I don't know yet. So let's see, what can we do? I guess we'll do the pillars like stripped oak and oak planks, or in this case double slabs or whatever they're classed as. So that should be alright for the ladder here. And the ladder up to the top will just be on the wall. So let's go and get the wall blocks. Let's remove the crafting table. And I like the floor pattern, to be fair. I just did it because I felt like maybe it'll look good. I think it does look good personally. If you disagree, oh well, what a shame. It's my world. Like, you can voice your opinions. I might like agree with them at some point, but right now I won't agree with them. So yeah. And at the end of the day, it's still my world, so well. Oh wow, the sugarcane has grown a lot. And we're on day 16. I wonder how long this episode's going to be, what day we'll end on. But let's just go and get the sugarcane. I don't even know why we need sugarcane right now, but I guess it's good to have the infrastructure for when we do need it. Because we'll probably need it for like bookshelves and all that for later. Let's just make sure we got it all. I think we got it all. So let's go up the ladder and start getting the blocks ready for our tower, I think. That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, the tower. Let's put the golden chestplate there with all the other gear. So now, I do like the terrain that I'm working on, to be fair. Because I do enjoy making terrain. I've probably said that already, but it's true. It is true. So now let's just go and finish this off. But we're going to need a few more mangrove logs, I reckon. So let's just go and time lapse a bit for finishing this video. So now this is pretty much it. We're getting a bit more mangrove and some kelp, and we're finishing the tower. But that's pretty much it from me for this episode. We're ending on day 17. This is the thumbnail shot. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. But other than that, that's all. Goodbye.